Hey guys, what's going on? So before I get into this video, I really quickly wanted to show you guys the makeup. I've been like really into doing like just more fun looks, and I don't really know how it looks on camera, but in person it's kind of cool, and it's kind of like a pinky toned purpley look today, so kind of just thought I would show it to you guys. And anyway, today's gonna be an awkward breakup stories video, and I really want to do like big sister type of videos because I don't have a younger sister, I don't have an older sister, I don't have a sister in general, obviously, because those are the two options instead of a twin, but either way, that would fall under one of those categories, right? Anyway, so I really wanted to just kind of talk to you guys about random little things that I feel like maybe are important to talk about, or things like that. So if you have any suggestions, you can let me know. Yeah. So this is just gonna be like kind of a fun way to start this little new addition to the channel, and it is awkward breakup stories. Now, I have not been in a lot of relationships or anything. These are all like junior high, we only hang out at school, like junior high, we only hang out at school type of relationships. I never went on a date with any of these people that I'm talking about, so they were really not legit, so it's something that I can kind of laugh at and not take too seriously. So, let's start off with the first one. There are 3 that I have to show you guys, and I was with the first one for like 2 months in 7th grade. Like, legitimately, they are not real relationships. I did not even kiss this boy. No. So, like, it was like a hug, that was it. Really awkward. You know, so how this whole breakup went down was, I think it was about 2 months into it, I was like, you know, I don't really feel it anymore, and I felt so bad and I was so guilty. I'm like, it's gonna be so messy. And so after school, well, even before that, just kidding, well, I was in my science class, like last period of the day or something, and I was like looking at him because he was like a few rows down or seats down or whatever, and I was looking at him like he doesn't even know that he's gonna, you know, go through a big breakup today. It's like, I feel so bad. It's kind of funny. But so I'm like laughing at it now, and don't think I'm heartless. Like, I'm a junior in high school. Like, these were years ago, so like it's funny. It's okay to laugh. I was like probably 12. So, at the end of the day, I went to his locker and I decided to walk him to the bus. And we were walking down this long hallway. This hallway, well, it was there for a few of the breakups as well. I don't really know how that happened, but it did. So walking down that hallway, it's a long hallway. It's like one side of my school to the complete other side. So like you got some distance. So I'm walking and he's like, "It's so nice of you to like come and walk with me." And I'm like, yeah, like it's just like, I'm just so nice. That's exactly why I'm doing this. And we get to like the halfway point, and it's just like really awkward conversation because I can't say anything super great to this kid, right? Because it's like, if I do, then it's like, by the way, like, bye, like, you know. So, a little bit more into the walk, which this walk is probably about a solid minute if you're being like completely legit, but it felt much longer. And I was like, okay, let's just do this, Brooke. So we were walking, and I was like, I don't exactly remember what I said, but basically something along the lines of, I want to break up, or something like that. And he was like, okay. And I was like, but if it helps, I really liked you before. And then that was basically it. And the reason this is an awkward breakup, I feel like, is because he was, like, half of that walk, he was saying how nice it was that I was walking him to the buses, and then it's just like, JK, this whole thing was so I could dump you. The next one was, ninth grade, so 2 years later, we're back at it, different kid. This one I had my first kiss with, which, that's a different story. You want to hear that one? So, this 9th grade, boy of mine, we were in bio class, and I think, the week before, this was like exam week, so, it was pretty intense. I'm pretty sure it was the end of the school year, so like the final exams. and I was talking to my good friend Tyler, and he's like my little bud to this day. I love him. We were talking at lunch one day, and I was like, I really want to break up with him. And he's like, well, you can't do it, because if you break up with him now, you'll mess up his exams, and you'll make him fail all of them. It's just like the saga, legit. It's like Twilight, even though I've never seen it, but like, you imagine it might be something like that for someone who's never seen it. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm getting really quiet. I don't really know why. There's no one home. La! I was like, you know what? I just have to do it. So I told Tyler, I think the day of, or maybe, no, I'm pretty sure. You know what? I'm gonna call him.
Hello?
Hey, okay, random question. Remember how, the 9th grade little boyfriend person, remember him? Did I tell you that I was gonna break up with him before I did, or did I break up with him? I told you before?
Yeah, remember we were sitting in the lunchroom, and then it was right before the week of exams, and you were like, oh, I want to break up with him, and I was like, but you can't. And it was funny because right before you told me you were gonna break up with him, he walked by our lunch table, and I was like, hey, you should sit with your girlfriend, and then he walked away, and you were like, why would you say that? I'm gonna break up with him.
Okay, well, this has been fun. Bye.
Bye.
So apparently he walked by our lunch table, and Tyler was like, sit with your girlfriend, and then I was like, don't do it, I'm gonna break up with him. Apparently that happened. Let's see. So in bio class, I was sitting there. I got there really, really early to that class because I had Spanish class right here, and bio class was one room over. So I get there like right away, and he gets in there like a few seconds after me. I don't know what class he had or anything. But he got in there right after me, basically. So I was basically in this classroom with him and like maybe 3 other people, and I think those people knew I was going to break up with him just because, you know, like, I think I told them. I think they were my friends in there. I'm not really sure. It was 9th grade, 2 years ago, long time ago. Anyway, so he comes over to me. On his way over to me, he picks up a cookie. And I'm like, okay, so he's eating a cookie, that's great. So he comes over and he says something, I don't know, just saying hi. And he's eating a cookie, and I'm just like, it's like itching on me. It's like, I need to just break up with you. I need to break up with you. And I'm not, this is all in good fun, okay? This is not like serious, this is just fun, whatever. So he's eating his cookie, and I'm just like, I think we should break up. But those are my exact words, I remember them precisely. And he has a cookie in his mouth. He hasn't, like, he just, like, bit into it, so he has, like, legit cookie in his mouth. And he starts laughing, and he's like, okay, and then walks away. So that was that relationship, kind of random, kind of awkward. The last one was with somebody in 10th grade. So I was with him, I was with 9th grade and 10th grade ones for about, like, 4 months. Legit, once again, kissed him, like, twice. Hugged him. It was really, like, they were not legit relationships. We never hung out. We never, like, we would only text and talk in person. It was nothing legit, so, don't get offended, anything like that. Anyway, so this was after Christmas break, and everything before Christmas break was super great and dandy, but after Christmas break, I got back to school, and I was just like, I'm done with this person. Like, there was something about it, and I was just like, I just can't be with him anymore. Like, once again, the big saga, like, drama, right? Of course. So, I was so nervous to break up with this one. The other one's not as much. I think, I don't really know why, but, so the whole week right after we got back from school, I was feeling so the whole week that we got back to school after Christmas break, I was feeling I don't really know what to say. Just like very like, I don't really like you anymore. Like, he would always try to go in for hugs and stuff, and I was just like, get away from me. And I would kind of like squirm out of them, and you know, just because I felt bad, and I was like, maybe I'll just give it a few days. A few days later, really not into it. So I was hanging out in next to the lockers and stuff, and my friend Greg was there. He's like a really, really good friend of mine ever since 7th grade as well. And he was just kind of hanging out with me, and I'm like, I really want to break up with him. So he's like, and my boyfriend at the time, once again, not legit relationships, he was hanging out with like 2 other guys. I remember one of them, I don't remember the other one. Anyway, so then Greg's like, I got you, girl. So he went over, and diverted the two boys that were next to my boyfriend. And I like ran up and I was like, hey, let's go to class. Because I was like, I just need to do this. And Greg was so proud of himself. He was like, yeah, I helped you. I hooked you up. And I was just like, okay, Greg. So, we're walking once again down that same long hallway, only this time it is going in the opposite direction. Not that it really matters, but just thought I'd say for fun times. So, we were walking and I was feeling just like I need to do this, and I didn't even hit mid-hallway. Hold on. So we didn't even hit mid-hallway, and I was just like, you know what, I need to do this. Keep in mind, we had to go through this entire hallway, which, once again, is about like a minute walk or so, and then up 2 flights of stairs to go to class. So we had like a long distance to walk relatively, and I was just like, I don't know, I had to get there. I knew where how to go, and I just, hold on. So we were about mid-hallway, and like I said, there was still, we weren't even there, just kidding. We had a lot of ways to go, and I'm just like, you know what, I just need to do this, I just need to end this. So I was like, I think we need a break. My exact words I remember, because I was so nervous to end this one. I don't really know why. He was like, okay, like this person has a way of making, just like, he's a little weird. And he tried to make it almost like he was mocking me and kind of like, whatever. And I was kind of like, that's a little rude, but okay, I'm dumping you, so I guess it kind of makes sense. And, so we start to go up the stairs, and we're walking up the stairs, whatever, kind of slowly. I'm walking a little bit in front of him, and I'm like, so are you okay? And he's like, I'm crying. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, thinking to myself, well, I'm like a catch, so, you know. And, we get into the class, and we're walking side by side through the door. And once you get into the class, his seat is all the way over here, and mine is legitimately on the other side of the classroom. That's just how we sat the very first day of school, so that the teacher assigned the seats there, whatever. So we walk in like this, and then about to go like boom, boom, right to our seats. And Greg is over there hanging out. It's funny, because he's like, I'm so proud of myself for like helping my friend, I don't know. So we walk in together, me, him, and then my friend Brian, he is just an interesting character, and he looks at us, right? You can tell the level of intense maturity and seriousness of this relationship, right? So much so. Just kidding, obviously, it was not a real one. But we walk in, and Brian looks at us, and right before we are in the door enough to like dart from each other, Brian looks at us and he's like, dating! We just broke up 20 seconds ago. 20 seconds ago. Like, I literally just said the words, I think we need a break. Okay, I'm crying. That whole thing literally just happened. So the ex-boy sits right next to Brian, or like he's very, very close with Brian, physically sitting, you know, and I'm on the other side of the room, so obviously I can't say anything, and I just kind of like, what? And I was like, okay, so I was like, I don't know how the boy's gonna react to this, and apparently he just sits there, says nothing to Brian. So, Tyler somehow tells Brian or something, and I go up to Brian and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, did that seriously happen? Yeah, that was kind of funny. So, those are my awkward breakup stories. Like, so thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like these little story time, sisterly, kind of getting to know me more, just fun type of videos, let me know. Thumbs this video up if you really did enjoy it, because that will honestly let me know if you guys want to see more of these, if you don't, kind of that whole deal.